Little Red Riding the Hood. Once upon a time, in Brooklyn, lived a young, sweet 8-year-old who was appreciated by every single soul on the planet, but most of all by her favorite grandma. The old loving grandma would buy her little child everything. Once she gave her a red hoodie made out of the finest cotton, which suited the girl so nicely that she wouldn't wear anything else. So in time, she came to be known simply as Red or Lil Red Riding Hood. Lil had never had a real mom. She only had a stepmom. Her stepmom always said to her, "You go and do your work, Missy. You need to finish your chores and don't you dare to go on the streets." Her stepmom was not her grandma. She was very mean to Red Riding the Hood. However, this one time, her stepmom was allowing Red to go on the streets to go to her grandma's house. She told Red, "Here's some cash. You are gonna take it to your grandma. She's very old, so she really needs it. Now, you better be careful on the streets. Do not run when you cross. Don't go into any corners, and do not even think about getting into those small alleys. And when you reach your grandma's house, remember to be polite." "I got this, Mama. I won't mess this one up." Little Red was very excited when she promised this to her mother. Her grandma lived 3 blocks from her house, which was about 500 meters. Just as Red was riding the hood, she met a man. Red didn't know what an evil creature this man was, and was not afraid of this man at all. "Yo, girl, they call me W Dog around here. What's your name, girl?" said W. "My name is Red Riding Hood." "Where are you going in such heat?" "To my grandma's." "What you got there in your pocket?" "Oh, that is some cash my mama gave me. My poor grandma has been sick these days. She needs to look after herself." "And where's your grandma's script?" Red Riding Hood. "My mama said she lives 3 blocks away from this traffic light you see on the right. Her house is right next to a local 7-Eleven and below an office called NYCTC. I think you should know where her house is," replied Red. W thought to himself, "Such a lovely, tender human. Imagine if I rob her. Then I can't rob the old woman too. Maybe I'll kidnap the young one and then threaten the old woman. That is a real good plan." Devil strolled around the streets for a short time beside Red Riding Hood. As Devil was walking, he said, "See, Red, look how tasty them candies in the store are. Here, why don't you look around? They must have the biggest lollipops in the world. You better move now, for them candies are finished." Red looked carefully at the store. It did say it had the best lollies in the world. Red saw a giant slushie, and she saw the cheapest candies you could ever buy in the whole city. As she was seeing this, she thought, "What if I take one for my grandma? That would please her too. It is very cheap, and the shopkeeper looks very friendly." So she ran straight from the street to the candy shop to look for sweets. Whichever candy she chose, she always found the prettier candy, which would just make her go deeper and deeper into her own thoughts. Meanwhile, W went straight to Grandma's house. W imitated Red's voice. W said, "It's Red Riding Hood, Grandma. Can you please open the door?" "Come in, darling. It's already open." As soon as W came in, he hit Grandma hard with the wooden plank he had found on his way up. Red's grandma was unconscious. Now W dressed himself as Grandma's clothes and also put her cap on. He was waiting for Red Riding Hood to come to him. However, little Red Riding Hood was at the candy store picking candies for Grandma. Now she had gathered so many candies that she couldn't even carry them in her hands. She remembered Grandma, and now she was again on her way to her house. Now Little Riding Hood was at Grandma's front door. However, she saw that the door was open. Red went inside and said, "I'm home, Grandma." She received no reply. As she went in Grandma's bedroom, she saw someone in Grandma's clothes. "Oh, Granny," she said, "what's happening to your hearing aid?" "Now I can hear you better, my child," was the reply. "But Grandma, what happened to your walking stick?" she said. "Now I can walk you around, my dear." "But Grandma, your hands are so big now." "Now I can hug you better, my girl." "Granny, what's that?" "The wooden plank in your hand." "Now I can whoop your ass." And now, very scarily, Diablo started appearing from Grandma's costume. Red started screaming, and then she approached the window. As Red approached the window, Diablo leapt right towards Red, but Red ducked, so Diablo leapt through the window. It took her 2 minutes to realize what had just happened. Then she heard a faint noise. "Red, it's all over now. Come, I will give you some of my freshly baked cookies." It was her grandma's voice that she was hearing. The only thing that mattered to Red was Grandma, with whom she was enjoying freshly baked cookies.